Hello and good evening. Welcome back to the DBP Pest Control channel. Tonight it's all about the rats. I shot this farm about 6 or 8 weeks ago, got quite a few rats, and they've asked me to come back this evening because they've seen quite a lot running around during the day, which generally means there's quite a few around, and they're quite bold as well as quite large. So tonight I brought my little used, or underused I should say, BSA R10 Mk2, top of which is my new PARD DS35 scope. Now I've just zeroed that in at 30 meters, so I know it's bob on. Now, just a matter of interest, I was out with the Pulsar, the 35 foot-pound day-state Pulsar the other night, with this on the top, and it was a bit of a mixed bag. I'm not too sure how I felt about it. It was great for long shots. I was picking off rats at 48, 50 meters, but when I came in closer, I was actually missing rats, and I think it's to do with the high scope position on a typical bullpup format, and even the ballistic calculator was having trouble working out the proper cross, the proper aim point for those shorter ranges due to the height. It's about 70 millimeters, in fact, which I guess it was having trouble with. So knowing that this works on my 2.2 Ultra, I've popped it on here tonight to see if I can take advantage of the larger shot count afforded by the R10's bottle. So and oh yes, it is a Humber pig. Those eagle-eyed amongst you will have spotted this in the background. This is my 1955 Humber pig, Mark 1, and I've had that for about 40 odd years. It has come up in conversation before, so yes, it is a Humber pig. Right, I'm just going to wait for it to get dark, and we'll get out and have a scoot round. I'm going to have a look through my little Pulsar Axion 30 there and see if there's anything about. Okay, so I'll join you back in about 20 minutes. Don't go away. Okay, so the barn is nearly empty as it happens. There's a few bales stacked at the end there. I can see 6 rats on the top of it. So they don't seem to be much fazed by the fact that I'm here yet. So let's see what we can do. Well, there's one down. Needless to say, they've all scattered. But one to the R10. I've come up to the cow sheds, and most of the cattle have been turned out into the fields now, so this side is actually empty. But I spotted 3 rats, as you just saw. One at 30 metres, one poking its head out of a gap in the wall there, and a little one just down here in the middle. And as I moved towards the gun, having set the camera up, I felt one run across my foot, which I believe is in here somewhere. So let's have a look. I have to say though, the combination of the DS35 on the R10 is proving a lot more predictable for the ballistic calculator, and haven't missed one yet, so all good. Well, just catching up after that very successful ratting session there. I got a few more than I expected, I have to say, 16 all in all. So quite happy with that, and I know the farmer will be happy as well. Now, I just wanted to say a couple of things about this combination. This old R10 of mine is probably about, I don't know, 10 years old, but it gave a superb account of itself. It hasn't lost any of its accuracy, in spite of being an old one. I was tempted to go for the CLX at one point, but I have to say, why bother? This is great. It still performs as it did when I bought it. The combination with that and the PAR DS35, fantastic. Couple of things I will say about this. The video that you saw, I was using the onboard IR only. I purposely left my add-on IR at home because I wanted to see how good this was, up to what sort of range, and how long the battery would last if I used it. So essentially about an hour and a half of continuous use, and the battery was on its last legs, I have to say. So if you are using it for extended periods, just take another battery, pop it in there, takes seconds. Fantastic unit. I'm really pleased I made the purchase, and I'll be using it a lot more in the future. I have got another one on my 2.2 rimfire, which I will use with an add-on IR because I'm going out to greater ranges. But for ratting, close-in work, rabbits, ideal. Right, well, that's all from me. Be lucky in your hunting, and I'll catch up with you next time. So this is Doug Boyce signing off for DBP Pest Control. Okay, bye now.